Record. Okay, cool. Students in the class. Okay, let me see. Anyone not from my class? Huh? Like you are new to my class. Oh, sorry. How do I pronounce your name? EJ, funny or not? Funny or not? We him funny or not? Oh, hi. So how you all know like TTC's seminar, or actually you are actually TTC seminar, but you are super uh like 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 you just suddenly feel like coming to the seminar. Oh, you go Saturday class. Okay. Oh, I mean my Form 2 seminar before. Okay, nice. Okay, so students, I want you all to prepare your notes, of course, your seminar notes. Okay, then meanwhile, right, there's a few things. Anyone having exam tomorrow? Can I know? Like tomorrow is exam one? Sorry, I'm screening my chat. What's it called? My iPad. Anyone having exam tomorrow? So Yunji, what's the exam tomorrow? Oh, oh yeah, starts on Thursday. Oh, okay. Then mathematics, eh? But weird, so little people. Yeah, okay. Either there is some events ongoing, but oh, next week Monday. Okay, cool. Start. Now, so everyone, you can see my screen already, right? Sorry, not my screen. Oh, wait. I thought I screen already. Is this? So yeah, I'm gonna screen again. Okay, there is reaching. Okay, can screen already. Okay, come start. Now, so I can screen already. So everyone, you prepare your chat ready. No, prepare your chat plan. You prepare your seminar notes ready. You type OK in the class, in the chat. Then I can start anytime. Okay, nice. Now, so the next thing will be what? Okay, the next thing will be, as for today, right? Of course, my main focus will be Form 3 slide. Okay, my main focus will be Form 3, and I'm quite happy with last week's physical class actually, because what happened is that when I asked students like, hey, you all finish your, I mean, you all start a bit on your seminar already or not? So surprisingly, in physical class, okay, in physical class, most of the physical class lah, so they approached me and said, teacher, how do this question? Then I I nothing to do also. I take the notes there, flip. Wow, surprisingly, like actually more than half of the what's it called? The questions inside, I really finished it. I haven't upload the answer yet. Yeah, so they actually finished like half of it. So I'm like, wow, not bad. Okay, which is a good thing lah. Because I mentioned to them, yes, our seminar is on the last day of our seminar, right? Yeah, last day of seminar. But the good news is what, you know? The good news is that what I received lah, students start doing it already. Yeah, which is very good. Which is very good. Okay, and of course, the questions inside includes Form 1, Form 2. Okay, some of you is not having Form 1, Form 2 exam. Okay, but um I would say lah, for students where you are having Form 3 exams only, I would say probably when you are free, do a bit of your algebraic expression, your factors, your ratios, linear equation, all these things, just to refresh a bit so that you are not so left out when you come into Form 4. Okay, when you come to Form 4. Okay, so that's the advice to everybody lah. Now, so of course, let me send you some videos where students might need it, especially students where you're not in my class, right? Now, so the few students where you mentioned to me that you're not in my class, right? The first thing is that, do you see there is a YouTube playlist that I sent earlier? Like before you enter, you notice there is a link in the chat video. Do you notice that? No, right? Okay, I sent you. Hi, Chingy, good morning. Now, so I will send it to you now. This playlist is like a full video on indices, but it's kind of old lah. So you can see the quality is not that high quality. Yeah, so it's like probably lesser than 720p. Yeah, so that's the one. So students, this is the playlist. Of course, the last 4 videos is actually question all the way. If you see you are quite okay with indices, you can skip to like last few videos to watch like how I settle the questions with students. Okay, so that will be the first playlist up. And the next playlist will be anyone need consumer mathematics kind of revisions. Anyone need that? For new students, of course, like students where you're not in my class. Because for students in my class, I already sent to you all. I said, okay, these are the things that you can use it. Okay, come, let me send it to you. Wait a minute. Okay. Cool. I would say try to focus on the few keywords that chapter 3 mentioned. So not the extreme one, okay, not a bad. Okay, so the next thing that I'm gonna send to students before I start off my class, like all the questions and blah blah blah, right? I will send all the things that you need first. Okay, I will send all the things that students need. Now the next one will be consumer mathematics. Okay, bomb. Bing. Now, so this is part 1. Okay, this is part 1. So keep all these things, so you keep it first. Keep it first because students have been asking me, like, teacher, do you have the link that you sent in the seminar? So I sent it to you first so you can keep it. So I don't have to like copy so many times. Now, this is part 1, and this part 1 includes interest, shares, okay, interest, shares, and then ROI, okay, interest, shares, and ROI. The second one, it includes car loan, credit cards, okay? When you see SMART, smart, ignore that, So that will be the second one now, everyone. Share, copy, ding. Okay, this is the second part. So once you copy down for new students, like existing students, you really get all these things. For new students, yeah, you copy already, you type okay. Then I can start my class already. Cool, huh? Nice. So I start now. So welcome to the seminar, everybody. So for students where you already do it, you feel like sitting in the class and continue with your own questions, right? Go ahead, please do that. The more questions you try out before you go for exam is actually better. Yeah, it's actually better. So as for me today, let's start off the class with something wow. Yeah, so we will start off with indices. Now, as for indices, right? I won't be doing the 3 questions in the seminar book. So I will need students to, if let's say you have any rough paper, just take it out. Now, so for indices, I'll start off with something. Okay, why not I flip to page 24 first lah. Now, page 24 in normal class, right? I completed it already. Wait, page 24. Normal class I started a bit already, right? Yeah, I sort of like mentioned to students, okay, these are the things that you're gonna expect. Please do that. Now, so this thing I do it in class already. Okay, in class already. So I'm not doing all these questions anymore. So I'll be doing another extra 3 questions where I'll put it by the side. Okay, I'll place it by the side. So probably students can write it down. Write down in a piece of what was it called, like sticky notes, or maybe A4. You can just tuck it inside. Okay, and do it. Now, so what we're gonna expect now? You write down the questions with me, You write down the questions, Now the first thing will be something where it involve numbers. This is page 24, everybody. This is page 24. Now, so you're gonna write there numbers only, and then the second one, it will be unknowns related. Okay, unknowns related. So you see all these unknowns there, right? I will teach you how to categorize it again later. And the third one, what do you have? The third one, you have something where it's about comparing. You are comparing two bays, okay, two bays. And finally, the fourth type, we have simultaneous equation, where it's indices related, but you have to form the equation, and then you're gonna solve it using Form 1 linear equations. That's why I'm kind of like WTF. You know what? Because our UASA exam, right? WASA exam. For example, indices, you still need skills from Form 1. Unlike other chapters, all the skills not so relevant. But in mathematics, like everything is relevant. So that's the reason why I said, if let's say students, you're only like being tested on Form 3, right? You still need to go through a bit of your, what's that? A bit of your Form 1, Form 2, slowly a bit. So I cannot expect students to like do everything, because I don't think you will do that. Because I won't do that as well if I'm a student, right? So I would say start a bit, okay? Do a bit. You complete like probably 3-4 questions every day, probably something like that, from your seminar booklet, just to refresh yourself a bit. Okay, then challenge your friends, do together with your friends. Yeah. So that's what I see in physical class, which is good. Okay, for number related, right? The first question that I'm gonna do with everybody. Okay, wait, let me write down the questions. You all can do it with me, okay? Now, so the next question being, okay, the next question being, okay, let me write down, where is it? In my number related question. Okay, let me find it. Okay, cool. I'll do something considered easy lah. Okay, considered easy. Now, so I have a question like this. So please write it in a piece of A4, or maybe like your test pad or what. So I have a question where it states 3 power negative 2 times with 81, 3/4. Okay, you write this down. Then the next thing will be what? The next thing will be, I want you to get n squared equals to how much? That's the question that I'm going to do with you. Okay? Now, so according to this question, students might say, teacher, I thought this one unknown related. No, the unknown is not within the base. They are asking for what is n, where they get you a complete indices with all the numbers there, right? Yeah. So students, so always when we do indices, right, I always tell students these 3 very important ball. So just a quick one. So these 3 very important ball. Step number 1, we always change all the big base into a smaller base. Big base to a smaller base. And all those small index, we're going to make it super big. For example, a very simple explanation that includes step 1 and step 2. Let me show everybody. Now, step 1, big base to small base, small index to huge index. Then the second one, I will do in pink. So the second one will be, when you see brackets, what you're going to do? You're going to times, and please involve your index, your indices only. So that will be the 2 very important things that I'm going to start with before we go to the last steps. So students, I'm going to place like one example, but it's like just one only. Now, so the first example where I will do with you is something like, let's say, okay, let's just make it 243, something very crazy. Okay, students, where you are okay. So suppose you will say, teacher, 243, okay, I'm not that bad. Then I'm going to put there, let's say, power 2/5, everybody. Okay, power 2/5. Now, so I'm going to ask everyone, you try it out and you tell me whether you're okay or not. So all the students here, there's 38 students here, right? I want to ask any of you, when you look at this 243, power 2/5, you're actually quite okay, and you're like, teacher, without calculator, I can actually solve this question. Yeah. So if let's say you can do this, can you type 1? If you don't understand, like, teacher, 243, 2 power 5 is like crazy. This is too big for me. You type 2. Yeah, be honest. Okay, I'm okay with that. I mean, you can here and there use calculator to like reduce the number, but try not to type something like 243 power open bracket 2/5. You close it. No, not recommended, because that will get you like the final answer. But instead of that, we need to apply indices rule. That's the reason why I put that step 1, step 2. So come, I need more students to reply. You cannot put X. I'm okay with that. That's why I say the good side is where this is first term exam, midterm exam. Wing Heng, looks like you know that. Heritage, very good. Okay, come. Anyone don't know, just put cross. I'm okay with that. That's why I'm here to teach you. And the best thing here is what, students actually you spend your Sunday in the class, which is like, for me, I won't do that. I would sure tell my mom, and it's like, Sunday, come on, Sunday, please, I want to sleep. Then I take a holiday. Normally I'll do that. Okay, so it's good that you all spend early in the morning to study. Okay, which is good. Okay, good. 243, let me show you. So for those that, if you are not so okay with it, right, let me explain it without using a calculator. Then you tell me whether you understand, right? So if let's say you're okay with that, or maybe you're quite new to the method that I mentioned to you, let me know. Teacher, I finally understand. Okay, show off to me. That's the thing. 243 is what I mean by the big base. This is a base, everybody. This is a base. And this base is too big. This is an index, everybody. This is an index, or maybe you can say something like power, right? Now, so always when I do this question, I tell myself like 243. And because I do so many indices question, I can instantly convert 243, like what Wei Hing mentioned to me and a few students. You say that, teacher, easy lah. This one I know, 3 power 5. 3 power 5. You're right. But students might say, teacher, what the heck is this? Why 3 power 5? Let me tell the reason, and let me tell you, you don't need a calculator to achieve this. Now, 243, according to prime number, okay, according to the prime numbers that you memorized before, the first prime number being 2, right? The second prime number is like 3, and then 5, and then 7, and so on. So my questions to everybody, tell me which prime number you can divide for this 243 with. Which prime number can do that? Fantastic. Fantastic. So the answer will be obviously 3 lah. So you don't have to like, teacher, very hard, can I use calculator? You can do that, but then no need. So you divide by 3, come on, divide by 3, this one you get 8 lah. This one you get 1, right? Then 81 is super easy already. So 81 you can convert into what, everyone? 81 you can convert into 9 times 9. Or maybe some of you say, teacher, divide by 3 cannot make? Can. Divide by 3, then you get 27. Tracy, page 24. Use a piece of A4 paper. That will be better lah. That will be better. Okay, next. Then 9. What do you do? 3 and 3. 3 and 3. Can you see I'm breaking them into what? Into prime numbers. It's okay to get different prime numbers. Later, I will do another question about this. Now, students, come on lah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 power 5. That's the reason why I changed the 243 to 3 power 5. Very good, Heritage. Yeah. So probably if let's say I'm too slow for you, right? You can try out other questions. Students in the class, same thing. Just fly. You don't have to wait for me. If let's say you are not okay with the explanation, then you follow me. Okay, so just go ahead and do the questions. Okay, so be effective. Efficient, not effective. Efficient. Okay, cool. So now what I'm going to do, very simple. So now we have 3 power 5 with 243 already, right? Hey, students, look at the 2 power 5. Because you didn't use it, right? And I replaced the 243 with 3 power 5. That's why I put a bracket there. Now, kawan-kawan sekalian. Now this is what you're going to do. Cut. Because, bracket, see that? Bracket. You times the index. bracket, you times the index. So you get 3 squared. That's why you get 9. Okay, anyone okay with this explanation? You okay? You type okay. Nice. Now, I mean, existing student, you should know already. If you don't know, let me wait. If you know, if like new students, you don't, you finally know, show off to me. Teacher, I know already. Sign Dabi. Why? Okay, students. Now, so this is like one of the way lah. So of course, in my existing video that I sent to you, right, you can use that as a recap. Or maybe you can use that as a complete video to relearn your chapter 1. Your chapter 1 is super important for the rest of your mathematics journey. Yes. Okay, very, very important for students. Okay, next everyone. So this one very simple already. You see? N equals to, 3 power negative 2. 3 itself is a really prime number. Leave it there. And then look at this. I'm using step number 1, you know. Okay, I'm using step number 1. 81. Tell me in the chat, 3 power what? Just now I do for you already, correct? 3 power what? 3 power 3. Luckily. You mean final answer, is it? 3 power what? 3 power 5, 2, 4, 3. I want 81. 81. Come. Everybody, the chat is already set to private, so you can't see other students' chat on your own. So actually everybody is sending messages. So go ahead and just boom me with any questions that you want to ask. But don't ask me any nice food here, there. Okay, teacher, what time you sleep? Ask me bets. Yes, 3 power 4 bracket, then you put that 3 over 4 inside. So I do my step number 1. So once I complete with my step number 1, the next thing what I'm going to do, the next thing will be a bracket you can times, right? So 3 negative 2, I mean this one nothing to do lah. Just leave it there. It's okay to just like focus on the specific steps that I mentioned. So that there will be, I mean, you will do it like step by step, clearer steps, easier for you to like I mean you will reduce your errors lah. So 3 power 3, because you can simplify this by multiplying them. 3 times 3 over 4, you can simplify. And students, final steps. Step 3, this is like super important. Same base times your plus, divide your minus. Times your plus, divide your minus. Students, same base ma. 3, negative 2, times your plus 3. So this is 3 power minus 2 plus 3 is just a normal plus minus, correct, right? This is 3 power 1. Students, can you see? Therefore, n equals to 3. But they want n squared. So n squared equals to 9. So now, let's do the next one, everybody. We're going to try out the next one, okay? Yep. Remember, don't write it over here because this one, I'm pretty sure we do it in normal class already. So we're going to try out the second one. You're going to write it in a piece of A4, maybe test pad, then you stuck it inside. For me, I write it over here, so you know this is actually page 24. Yeah, this is page 24. Okay, let's try another one. Let's try another one. Later, I have some very extreme unknowns question that we can try out together. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me search for the question that I want to do with you guys. Okay, ooh. Okay, my indices question. Wait, I think it's behind. Oh, wait. Oh no, I didn't do it over here. So it's on the other page. Okay, cool. I get the answer already. I get the question already. Okay, so I have my second question now with you. So it's over here. So probably you can jot it down. Now the next question being indices. Yes, got it. Now the next indices question. Wow. Okay, I think this is the one. Okay, this is the one. Okay, come. It's not in the book, like what I mentioned, because in normal class I do it already. So I'm actually rewriting them. Okay, now students. So I give you some time. You can write down the question first. So this question, right, everyone, when you write it, I would say yes, everything is like numbers all the way. But then you notice there is another one on the left. So there is an A there. So what I do is that I will combine it a bit. So this one, it includes what? This thing includes a bit of like, I would say compare. I mean, it's a compare question, by the way. It's a compare question, but it includes like a lot of numbers related skills inside. Now, students, there's a few things I want to mention to everybody before I start this. Let me tell you a very simple explanation in normal class. Everyone, 2 power x equals to something easy first, equals to 8. So in the chat, can you tell me what is your x answer? Without any calculation, without any like calculators, tell me what is your x answer. You can easily tell me, therefore x equals to 3, right? Because 2 cubed equals to 8. But if I insist that you need a working, so what you will do? You will say something like, teacher, according to the skill that you mentioned, this is what you should tell me. According to the skill that you mentioned, everyone, 8, you can make it 2 times 4 because I want to make it prime number, right? So I divide by 2. Very good. So this one 2 and 2. So suppose you will say this is actually 2 cubed. So 2x equals to, you convert this to 2 cubed. Therefore, since you have the same base, therefore x equals to 3. Very simple, right? So according to this, what they do now is that they place a lot of 9s inside. Then you should be happy about it. You don't have to make big base smaller now. Because student will tell me something like, teacher, I don't have to make it power 3. You want okay, but then it will be extra. Because they really put everything 9, so you can just leave it there. Okay, cool. Now, do together. So according to the comparing part, you already understand it's base 9, and the other side is also base 9 all the way, so it's fine. So what I'm supposed to do now, very simple. What I'm supposed to do now is to simplify this into just power 9. I mean, simplify to, everything into base 9. Now, so nothing much, students. Can you see same base? I repeat now, everyone. Suppose you do big base to small base, small index to bigger index. You don't have to do that. We skip that, right? Second, suppose you are trying to do something like bracket, you're going to times it. So student will say, teacher, I have 2 base here. So should I take the 4/5 times with 2? Should I take the 4/5 times with 1/2? Is that correct? I would say, yes, that's correct. But do you notice same base? Why not I shorten the workings by just adding them first? Easier. So why not I do this first? So I skip the steps. I play around with my skills a bit. So this will be 9 students. Okay, why not we don't waste our time? Since you can plus them together, I will just straight away take 2 plus 1/2. Okay, 2 plus 1/2. 2 plus 1/2. So you get 5/2, 4/5. Divide, leave it first because we are not doing that divide first. We will do the brackets, everything. So this will be, students, this one, you're going to plus it already, right? Because same base times you can plus. I play around with my workings. So 7/2, I'm going to plus and minus. It means you left -3. So this is 0.5 means 1/2. Then there's a cube there. So 9 1/8 equals to, students, bracket, you're going to times it, right? Fantastic. Can you see? You can simplify this. And then the 2 and 4, you can make it 2. So 9 squared. Okay, wait. So far, okay? Continue, huh? Because I have 5 over 2 where I derive from adding, okay? From adding my base. Same base, I add the index together, right? Then the next one, what should I do? Okay, cool. The next one, yes, I should times this. So divide by 9, since I can't simplify 3 over 2. Correct that? So if let's say you don't want to waste your time, because normally I said nobody use divide, you're gonna make it over, right? And you know over and divide means minus for same base. So why not 2 minus 3 over 2? So what do you get, everyone? In your calculator, it shows like 1 over 2, right? So therefore, students, can you see 9 and 9 same base? Can you see the index shows 1 over 2 and 1 over a? So therefore, a equals to what, guys? 2. Done. So this thing, suppose you can see it's like comparing lah, but then you notice what we do here is that we do sort of like number related kind of questions. Okay. Now, students, oops, my head is blocking. I'm so sorry. So can see it, right? Can we times the base first, then do the bracket? Wait, Qingyu. What do you mean? You mean the 2 and 1 over 2 you plus together because it's like times in the middle, right? Hey, Qingyu, I thought I'm doing that. Because just now my 2 and 1 over 2 I plus, I get 5 over 2. Hey, oh, you do it yourself. Is it? Okay, nice. Okay, nice. No problem. Okay, looks like you are doing it yourself. Very good, very good. Okay, nice thing, nice thing. Hey, Jared, you just came in. Oh, no wonder. This is like a random question. A random question. I open up just to fit it in number. Because indices we have 4 types, right? This is number related. Now, students, I'm going to mention again, I can't do everything with you on your own. So I'll just focus on chapters where students have been spending. Yeah, so I focus on that. So I focus on indices. If I see got time, I'll go chapter 3. Okay, so please make sure you have your what? The playlist that I sent to you just now. Okay, then second, I will send you an answer in the class first. Okay, before we end the class. So don't go so early, no. I have to send you the answers. Teacher. No. Chingy later I explain to you. No. Teacher, how teacher get 9 power 1 or 2? Oh, then because divide it's to minus, ma. So you take your calculator 2 minus 3 over 2, and then you straight away get 1 or 2. But remember everyone, don't take calculator type the whole thing on. Don't do that, because they want to see your workings. They want to see your indices working. That's the main thing. Yeah, wow, this one nice. Wow, this one nice. Now let me save the picture. I save you. Yeah. Okay, come continue. So everybody. Qingyu, I'm so sorry, I forget already. Qingyu, that one it's when it is a base, but this one is an index, so cannot. What you are trying to say is like 1 over, let's say 5 square lah. You can make it 5 power negative 2. Not negative a. That one different. That one is base. But this one is, let's say lah, 5 power 1 over 2. Cannot. The only thing you can do to this is this. This is the only thing. It's not cannot. Oh, that's the only thing. Okay, cool. Okay, let's continue. Now, so so we're gonna try out the next one. The next one, same thing, you're gonna do it yourself now. It's like number related. Number related. Where's the next question? I want students to try it on your own. This one done already. It's like number related. I don't want to get something too extreme because like in normal class, I can do it. I can do those extreme one because I can easily mention it in the class. Yeah. Okay, everyone come try this. Although there is a lot of base, but then the good side here is that it's not something where you have two different base. If let's say you have two different base, it's okay. No, this one is not in the seminar booklet. Yeah. So I get you like probably two minutes plus minus a bit. Yeah, so I will move to like second part already. So just now I tried out like two questions with you, right? Yeah, so this one you're gonna try it on your own, and then I will quickly explain it, then you can compare. What? Cannot see. So once you get a final answer, impress me, please. Get me your final answer. Like you throw me like your final answer. Yeah. So far, Caitlin get one answer already. So in a while, I will do it. Then we can compare a bit. Remember, our students, once you are done, right? Once you are done, just go ahead and do other questions. Don't wait. Don't wait. Okay, so we have to be efficient. Okay, try to conclude it now. So I'm going to start now. Oh yeah, just to let everybody know, for students where you are interested in my unknowns related booster class, okay, unknown related booster class, please let me know, or maybe let receptionist know. You need class like this. Sorry, you need booster class. Yeah. So booster class is like normal class additional 50 ringgit. Yeah. So I'm telling like physical class as students in normal class as well. So for the whole June, I'll be using English to explain all the unknowns related chapters. Yeah, in June only. Yeah, July I will switch back to Mandarin class for my booster class. Okay, Form 3 booster class. Interested, then let me know so I can tell receptionist, or maybe you can easily tell receptionist. Okay, so far I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 answers. And the 5 answers that I get right, so far it's in I would say simplified final answer lah. So can you expand it in calculator and make it like final value like Yin J? Yin J's answer so far is like quite whoa, 8,000 plus lah. Okay, Chingyu also 8,000 plus. Chingyu expanded already. I'm pretty sure Tracy get the same value. Oh, not bad, not bad. So far, everybody, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 students get the same answer, which is 8,192. Okay, I will start now. Anyone want, you're like halfway, getting there already. You want me to wait for you and you type one? Lucas, expand it. Lucas, yeah, right? Yeah, okay, nice. So don't wait, okay, you can do your things. I mean, once you're done, just complete the rest of the questions. Don't wait for me. Okay, wow, not bad. So a lot of students actually know like the basic kind of indices process lah. Okay, process. Okay, come, let's do it. Let's do it. Everyone, it depends on students. Some of you might say, teacher, can I do all the fours together? Teacher, can I change everything to base 2? Everything is up to you. So for me, when I teach you, I will teach you a standard way. I always change everything to prime number. My way is only one of the way. There is so many different ways that you can try it out. Okay, so the more ways you know how to use, the better, of course. For me, students, 2 bracket 4 times with 8. Okay, not bad, not bad. So far, you know how many students get 8,192? So far, there is 11 students get 8,192. 11 students. Okay, and of course, there's 3 students roughly there. 3 students get something different, and the rest didn't reply me. I'm not so sure whether you are doing halfway or maybe it's hard for you to type. I'm okay with that, but if let's say you don't know how to do the questions, you let me know. Okay, so I can explain further. So this is 2, 3 as in for my 8. So I put a 3 there. Times with, this one be careful. Because this one must be together, you know. So this one 2, 2, bracket -2. This one 2, 3, bracket -1, and then power 4. This one you have to be careful. Later we're going to be careful with the whole bracket inside. We're going to be super careful with this. Then over, students, this one, another bracket, you know, 6. This will be 2, 2, of course. And then this will be 2, 3. Okay, 2, 3 with a -1. So far, students understand or not? Of course, for those that you get 8,192, you might have your own way. Please use your own way because you managed to get the answer and you know the process where where you're comfortable with. So just go with that. Yeah. So it's just that if let's say you're not so sure, then probably you can use my way over here. Okay, no problem. No problem, no problem. Okay, so my next thing will be what? My next thing will be, of course, same, bracket, you're gonna times it, right? So 2, 8. This one 2, 9 times with this whole bracket, you have to be careful, you know. This whole bracket. So I'll write extra one, okay? Yes, very good. It's up to you, right? So this will be 2 -4 times with 2. What is this? This is -3 with a 4. I'm still writing a lot of extra workings for students where you need step by step. Please go ahead and skip your workings. And like what I mentioned, you know what? Normally 3 marks lah. Okay, 2 workings, one final answer. That will be the number. It's okay to write more, of course. So this will be what? This will be 2. You can cut this, you get -1 times with. This will be 2, -3 with a 6. And students, you can choose to multiply in because of bracket, but I choose not to because so happen that both same base. So I will try to skip the steps like this. 2, 8, extra workings alert everyone. Extra workings, please go ahead and skip them. So this will be plus, right? -4 plus -3, 2 power -7, 4. Of course, students can change to -11. Correct. Students, let me see. Got 9? No, no 9. 3 times 3, 3, 3. 3 times 3, not 9. Oh, sorry. Thank you very much. Now then over extra workings alert, like what I mentioned. So this one, -1 plus -3. This is 2, -4, and then 6. Now extra working alert, this one extra, So this one 2, 8 times 2, 9 times 2, negative 11. 11 pula, 28. Then over, crazy, I'm going to put 11. So this one 2, negative 24. Okay, cool. So now everything same base without bracket already. Then you do the normal way lah. So 2 start with this, 8 plus 9 plus minus 28 minus 24. Done. 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 Okay, then what you're going to do? You do the normal way lah. 8 plus 9. Then plus minus 28. Minus 24. Okay, you get 2 power 13. So once you get 2 power 13, if the question say, hey, can you simplify it? That's your simplified answer. Always place it in prime number format. This is if they want you to what? They want you to simplify. If they say, can you get the final value? Can you evaluate the question? Can you find the value? Okay, nice. Then you're gonna do like 2 power. Okay, where's my power? 2 power 13. Ding. 8,192. Congratulations to the 11 students that you mentioned to me. Okay, right. So I move on. So we're gonna go to the next type already. The next type. Teacher, I got like 2 power negative 11 over 2 power. Let me just check for you. Yeah, Heritage. Okay, no problem. No problem, can. You're right. So you will have one more extra working, 2 negative 11, then over 2 negative 24, right? They are debut, no? That's why it's still poor. So Heritage, look at this. So I'm pretty sure this is your extra working, right? Then you will still get the same answer. Okay, not nice. Okay, everybody, second type of questions. The second type of question, let me just show it to you in your seminar booklet. Kawan-kawan sekalian, this is the one. So in normal class, we do something quite extreme, right? So we're going to do something lower level a bit. Right? I bring down the level a bit. Unknown related. Okay, everything is unknowns. Now, so I'll teach you how to differentiate like unknowns and your what's that called? Your algebraic expression in your form 2. So let's see the difference. Okay. Now, cannot, your answer cannot stay 4 power negative 1 times 8 power 5 because it's not prime number. So that's the reason why I always recommend students to do your answer in prime number formats. So you can achieve your final answer. I mean, it increase the chances of you getting correct. So students might forget about this prime number final answer. Okay. So I'm pretty sure this thing, if you continue with your what's called, you continue with your negative, your base 2, right? You will get the correct. Okay, everyone, let's continue. Now, for this unknown related question, right? Of course, I will do other questions because in normal class I did this already. Okay, so the unknown related question that I'm going to do with you guys, right? Of course, I will purposely put like some square root, some root related question into it so that I manage to confuse you all. Okay, later we can do this. Yeah, I just want to purposely confuse you all. Okay, nice. Where is my unknown related question that I can pull? This one we do it in Ask Liang. Okay, cool. We can try this. Let me ask normal class students in this seminar. C and C is actually in your normal notes. Are you familiar with these two? So which one you're super familiar? Did I do both? Or actually I did one of it? Because I'm quite familiar with these two. I feel like I've done before, right? Both. Yeah, so this one we do it before one. No, this one is not video. I mean in normal class. Remember, right? Okay, then I don't want to do this. So probably you can do other questions because this one do already. Okay lah, we do this. I want to find something related to square root. Later we can do this. This one later. Mantap. Okay, everyone. So I have a question with you now. It's over here. Okay, come. So I get you like probably 30 seconds. Can you quickly write down the question and place that it's unknown related, huh? Yeah. Of course, if let's say you are like, teacher, I actually feel confident, can I try it on my own? Go ahead, please. Yeah, 30 seconds, come quick. Now, so while you're writing it, let me just introduce a bit of like information to you guys. The question over here, they mentioned the word simplify. They can't say something like find the value one because there is unknowns inside. Yeah, so you can only simplify, and of course, according to your indices rule, your first rule, it's always first step, it's always big base to smaller base. Students, can you make all the base, okay, all the base into a smaller base? All the base as in what kind of base? This is a base, that's a base tree. Every base, there is an index. If power 1 is power 1. Every base, there is an index, everybody. Every base, there is an index. Okay, so students, every base, there is an index. Can you see I put the 8 there with a 1? Tu lah dia. Then the next one, every base, there is an index. Students, can you see I put the G there with the power 1? Now, so can you make those bigger base, which is not prime number, smaller? I would say actually possible, but then it depends on students lah. For me, normally I don't do big base to smaller base for unknown related question. But instead of that, I will try to expand them. Okay? Now expand as in something like what, like for example, okay, why not I tell you the steps one more time. 1, 2, 3. Everyone just type short form to me. Step 1, what do I do again? Just tell me like the short forms like the initials. Yes, BSSB, what is that? Big to small, small to big. Okay, I like that. B to S, S to B. Okay, second step number 2, what you do? Bracket, you're gonna times, but for your index only, correct not? For your index only. Not bad, not bad. Okay, finally, step 3, what do you do? So important. Yes, same base. You see? Easy. Times you plus, divide you minus. And then under step number 3, I always say something like this, I always say something like final answer, you might, not like every time you're going to use it, final answer, you might need these 2 extra skills. One of it, Chingy just mentioned it. Another one, I'm not sure whether students still remember it or not. Everyone, anything to the power 0, anything. A power 0 lah, 141 power 0 lah, okay, W power 0 lah, okay, F power 0, something like that. It's always equals to what, everyone? Yeah, always equals to 1. Okay, so that will be power 0 lah. Of course, we try not to do something like 0 power 0. There will be a lot of like arguments there. Our level not really up to that standard yet. Okay, so the next one, of course, like what Chingy mentioned just now, but I will write something slightly extreme. So let's say I have A power -2 over B power -3 C. I obviously do that. Okay, 3 then C. Students, can you see there's power negative there? Whenever this is your final answer, I already said your teacher hate power negative. Your teacher hate power negative, So what you're gonna do, everyone? The rule, right? If you remember it, okay, if you remember it, you will get stuck. Because I remember that. I tell you my errors. Yes, very good, Joanne and Wing Hing. So we're gonna flip them. But then C, you just remain it there lah. So flip as in what? As in your A power negative 2, you just slap it downwards, A square, and then B power negative 3, you just kick it to the top. You get B cubed. So this is what we mean by you flip them. Okay. And then of course over here we have one rule where just like I said, I purposely want to find something relating to square root 1, right? Okay, students, this is the one. This is the one. A power m over n. I'm just going to ask students in the class again. Can you tell me what I'm going to place outside? The m or the n? Which one? Can you see? Sorry, I mentioned inside. I'm so sorry. Inside. Inside. Can you see I put an arrow there? So you should put m or n. Which one? M or n? Inside. Fantastic. Yes. M will inside. M will inside. Why M inside, everyone? Very easy. I'm going to tell you how we're going to do it. I mean, how we're going to memorize it. Come on, when you do fraction, right? The one on top, you multiply, right? Multiply, increase value, you put in power. Power, increase your value. Then divide, decrease your value. Right? Root, decrease your value as well. So we match them. I mean, this is a way to memorize. This is a way to memorize. So indices allows you to what? Allows you to do this switching. You still get the same answer lah. So that's why if you see something which is quite, quite, I would say most of the time you see something like this. Can you see A power 1 or 2? You can switch to square root A. This one is actually power 1, this one is actually 2. It's actually square root A. So if you see something like, let's say A square B cube, then they put a square root there. A lot of times you see something like this one. So what are you going to do? Very easy. You take your base, everything, you just put it back. You put a huge bracket, and this square root, right? 1 or 2. So this is like one of the skills that you have to know. But of course, this question don't have. Now, students, let me just tell you a trick to quickly settle this, okay? Now, everyone, is there any big base that you can do it? Let me show you something. You see what I do? Big base, actually possible lah. Okay. So this 8 over here, you can make it 2 cube. Right, 2 cube. Students, can you see this 16 over here? What can you change into? Normally, student will say 2 power 4. Yeah, 2 power 4, but you can make it 4 square as well. But for me, I would still prefer smaller base. I'll make it 2 power 4 lah. Okay, reason being 16 you can switch to 4, 4. 4 you can switch to 2, 2, and total you have 4 of them. Okay, then the next one. Okay, the next one. I'm going to rewrite it first. I'm so sorry. I will rewrite it definitely. This will be 3g squared over, come on, divide is for primary students. 2 cube, h power negative 3, bracket 2, 3. The reason why I rewrite is that because I'm a teacher, I need to show students workings. But if let's say you say something like, teacher, this wastes my time. Can I skip them? Make sure minimum 2 workings, 1 final answer. But I'm going to write extra lah. Anyhow, 2 power 4, then bracket, because I'm replacing 16 only, can you see I circle that? 1 over 2, g power 1 of course, then h power negative 2. I put there because I want to remind students. Okay, step number 1 is kind of extra lah. It's kind of extra. Now, so the next step will be what? Everyone. So this is 3 power 1. You're going to times 2, right? So you have, students, let me tell you something. I prefer to expand instantly. Then you remain it as 3 square. So I will still prefer students to expand it in your unknown related question. So this will be 9, of course, g squared. So far, understand? I mean, I don't want to write 3 square. I expand it instantly for unknown related question. This is unknown related question. Okay. Now, so students might ask, teacher, how do you know this is indices question than your algebraic expression question? Because algebraic expression question, right? You won't get power negative. You won't get power with fractions. Yeah. So that's the reason. And of course, algebraic expression question in form 2, right? Normally the question involve plus minus. I mean something like 3g squared, normally they plus with probably 6gh, something like that. And you need to do something called factorization. Whenever you do something relating to times divide, there is plus question inside. Those are algebraic expression. Okay, so just be careful. Okay, so the next one, over. So this will be 3 times 2 over 3. You get 2 square, right? 2 square, I will instantly make it 4. And then finally, you have your h, 3 and 3, you cut it off. Simplify that already. Your final answer is a negative 2 there. Okay, right? Now then finally, times with, this one can also 2 square, right? So I get 4 lah. And then G1, H, negative 2. Everyone, let me tell you something. Now, just in case student like get stuck a bit, I will mention to students, students, do you notice this times is in the middle? Can you tell me in the chat, like very basic calculations that you need it for students when you score 50 over 60 over? A lot of students, why they get 50 over 60 over, you know why? Because there is a lot of little tricks they are not so clear with. And then they just don't want to ask their friends. They just say, never mind. Okay, but let me tell you something, this is me. I do that. So the moment I try to understand this by asking my friends and my teachers and stuff, right? And then my result boosts like roughly 10 plus marks. Because of all these little tricks. Okay, so anything in the middle, right? You can always put it on top. Okay, of course you can leave it there and just simplify, no problem. I'm just telling you that it's actually same. I'm giving you little tricks so that you can do comparison. You see, it's the same thing. It's the same thing if you do it this way. Okay, it's the same thing. Okay, h power negative 2. Got it? Yes. Wait, let me see. You mean the one below or the one on top? Below, right? Okay, below, right? I read that. Let me tell you something. Because 2 cube bracket, you're gonna times them, right? How many base you have, you're gonna share the 2 over 3 with every single base. So when I times it 3 and 3 over 2, do you notice I cut the 3 and 3? So that's the reason why I get that. So it's not like I simplify with the second one. I have to times with both. That's why I managed to simplify both. That's the reason why H I have a negative 2 there. So it depends on how many base you have inside the bracket. Then you're gonna share the 2 over 3 with. Now, so I show you again. Now, heritage. You see, 2 cube, right? And then h power negative 3 bracket 2 over 3. You see that? But you are okay with me changing the 8 into 2 cube, right? Yes, okay, nice. So do you notice in the bracket you have 2 base? You have 2 bases. That's why you have to share the 2 over 3 to both. If let's say I'm gonna do something super easy by the side, right? It's actually something like a square b cube bracket, let's say 4. So do you notice you have 2 base inside? You're gonna share the 4 to 2 and 3 because bracket means times. So you get a8 b12. Yeah, so that's why when you come to this, it will be 2, 3 times 2 over 3, you manage to simplify the 3, that's why you get 2. So this negative 3 and 2 over 3, you get h power negative 2. That's the reason why I make it h power 4h power negative 2. Yes. I wouldn't say expand because expand is more to like algebraic expression. That one normally you place it in front. Okay. So I don't want to confuse students. That's why I say bracket times index base remain. Okay, cool. Okay, so students, this is what I want. Okay, anything just get stuck, right? Just let me, I can explain it to you. Yeah, I already said you're in your form 3, right? It's where you start to develop. I mean, your brain starts to get better and better. That's why I see a lot of students when they reach form 3, right? They are not like form 2. Of course, some of them form 2, they really develop like quite mature kind of brains. They can apply, they can process, they can like understand a lot of expeditions. During my form 1, form 2, form 3, I really don't know how to think. That's the point. So slowly when I reach Form 4, I finally understand a lot of things and I start asking questions, I ask. Okay, then I start to process. I don't understand, then I just sit down there and try to, I mean, work out the best where to understand something. Yeah, so that's what you're going to develop. Problem solving skills, that I would say. Okay, students, come back. So this one you can simplify. It's just normal. That's why I say, yes, Wing Heng. Achievement unlocked. So it's like playing games. Like your life is playing games. So the next one, you can cut the 4 and 4. So what you notice, like, oh, student, this one is like 100% same, right? Come on, just cut this off. It's the same. It's just like 8 over 8, right? Not? Then now you left a g there. So your answer will be 9 times 1 is still 9. Then g cube and g1, you get g3. Because times you can plus, so 1 plus 2, you get 3. That's why students will say something like, teacher, this one, if let's say in this case, the one beside here, right? 4 and 4 you can cut, no problem, you get 9 there. And then g, if let's say you want, you can put g2 plus 1. And then h on top, h minus 2, because over you minus 2 again. This one is like extra lah. So h is a plus 0. Then this one, you put this again. I mean, if let's say you want to write it super detailed, you can write that way, but don't need lah. Which of them? Okay, I already said it. I can't do everything. Okay, I'm here to tell you things where students have been spamming me in WhatsApp. They say, teacher, this one I don't know how to do, this and that lah. I focus on that. Okay, so anyhow, you have to sit down and try out the question yourself. Then of course you can ask me question in physical class and online class. You can ask me that because instantly you can meet me, right? Because WhatsApp, sometimes I miss out. Okay, nice. So let's go to another one. This is like unknown related. Unknown related. Okay, let me skip to another one. Let me skip to another one where unknowns related. Okay, here. Here, try this. Everyone, try this. Just to like remind students a bit lah. Okay, remember. Let's say you get something like this. I just write it. I just write like one extra workings later. I want to mention extra tips. Okay. Do this, everyone. Question A. You jot it down and then you try working it out. So once you manage to get a final answer, you won't. Anyway. So roughly 2 minutes. Roughly 2 minutes. Once you're done, you can type your final answer out. Just in case your answer is with square, with like powers. So what you do is that you type something like A2. I understand that it is A squared. Okay, you can type that. If let's say fraction, it's okay. You just put it like A3/2. I understand. Okay, I understand. Okay, for strong students, please do wait for me, of course. Yeah, do wait for me. Just go ahead and bold like your questions. Okay, roughly 2-3 minutes. Okay, while I wait for students. Okay, Joanne managed to get one answer here already. Nice. Yingji also get the same answer as Joanne. Very nice. Okay, so come, go ahead, Bo. Hey, sorry. Um, I don't want to pronounce your name wrongly. Is it okay if you try to unmute and you tell me how to pronounce your name? Airs. I don't want to pronounce wrongly. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, what mic can work? Okay. I try a few one. You tell me whether correct or not. Ayers. Oh, okay. Mr. A. Cool. Cool. Mr. A. Yeah, I scared to pronounce name wrongly, because there is once in MCO, right? Yeah, during MCO, parents normally sits together with the kids, Then the funny thing is that I pronounced wrongly. Yeah, I pronounced a name called Jeremiah. Yeah. So I pronounce it as Jeremiah. Then there's the parents unmute and then tell us, sorry teacher, it is pronounced as Jeremiah. So please pronounce student's name correctly. I'm like, so sorry. That's why I don't dare to like pronounce student's name anymore. So I asked them first. Yeah. Kena kau. My gosh. Like literally in the class. Okay, so far 8 students get the answer already. So far 4 students same answer lah. 3C different, but I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not sure. Probably your answer is correct because I haven't do it yet. For A. The star is like later. The star later. For A. Winman, one takeaway, and then your B power -7 just keep down. Because you don't want to stay power negative. Okay, then your answer is correct already. Then for Jin E, I think your B, no, correct. It's just that your B power negative, right? You keep down. Then your answer mantap. Okay, cool. So far there is like 20 over students send me the answer already. I'm pretty sure your speed is roughly this level lah. But I would say you can push faster because like one question you're supposed to finish within 1 minute. Within 1 minute. So try to achieve that. Tracy, I think what happened is that the two you didn't multiply with the 3. I think it's because of that. I think it's because of that. Yeah. Okay, students, let's do this. 1, 2, 3. 3 base there, right now. So this is 2 cube, where I will expand instantly to 8. I will expand instantly to 8. Got it? And then A power 6, because you multiply, you don't cube, Common mistake is where students take the 2, they cube. I mean, yes, it is pronounced as cube, pronounced as square. But then when you're doing indices, right, we actually times them because it's between indices. So this is B power -9 times with A 5/2. Please don't ever change to this. I mean, it's correct, but then no point doing that. So it's okay where your index, I repeat, your index, your power stays fraction. That's actually better. Okay, so this one is B4. Then over, don't change the 8. Because student will say, teacher, I changed the 2 cube, can or not? Don't do that. Expand them. Expand them. For unknown related, okay? For unknowns related. So A power 1 over 2, it's fine. Okay, it's fine to have that. And then this is B square. Everybody, can you see this one? You can cut already. Done. If let's say the one below is a 16, then of course you left a 2 below lah. So basically number is actually 1 lah, so you don't have to write it anymore. Then according to the one on top, A6 plus 5 over 2, over means divide, you minus 1 over 2. And then for B, this one -9, -9 plus 4, then minus 2. Sorry. So that's how I write it. That's why no number anymore. Number is actually 1, but then you don't have to put the 1 there. Then of course, come on, this one use calculator. So 6 plus 5 over 2 minus 1 over 2. So your answer is A power 8. And then this will be -9 plus 4 plus minus 2. Hey, come on, students. Even you using calculator, please. I said you cannot use calculator as in you don't use your calculator and type everything. Yeah, but then all these like little calculation like 1 minus all these things, I'm actually quite used to using calculator lah. So this one you get B power -7. And students, some students actually put it this way, but it's better for you to make it A8. I mean, not better. You have to. Over, you're going to kick it down. B7. Done. So that's how you do it. Okay, nice. Let's go to the next one now. Let's go to the next one now. Okay, so students, by the side, this extra thing, in case it includes in your question, please don't stay like that. Please don't stay like that. Always make sure your power is a fraction. When you see roots, don't change all those fractions into root. It will waste your time. I mean, not waste your time. You will get stuck lah. Okay, you will get stuck and you will try to use calculator. Especially when you have numbers, right? You will try to use calculator. Don't do that. Okay, it will like confuse you all. Okay, so students, for me, right? Yes, your 36, you can make it 6 square, A2, B power -3, bracket. Students, tell me what I'm going to put as in outside this one. You tell me. Because what I do is that I try to convert this mark, right? All the base inside, just leave it there. Just leave it there. No, not 4, not 4, not 4. Try again. Jaru correct, Kaylin correct, Heritage correct. Okay, try again, try again. Okay, Gobin correct. Chingy try again, Win correct. Okay, let me tell everybody. Okay, Mr. A. I'm gonna call him Mr. A. 1/4. Okay, 1/4. Why 2-1? Why someone put 2-1? So this one is students 1, 2, 3, right? So 2 times 1/4, 6, 1/2. Then A 1/2. B -3/4. Wait, students. Of course, this is not a complete question. I'm just telling you, if let's say it appears to be part of your workings, right? This is how you're going to do it. Of course, final answer, you cannot stop this way. And they won't get you something like this. Okay? So, I mean, you won't get something that extreme one. Kaylin, is just to show you like, you can change it that way. So it's just part of the workings. Yeah, final answer, of course, you can't put it this way. And final answer, you won't get something where you can't simplify it. Normally, if let's say final answer, right, they will get you something with a 4 there. And then you can cut it off, then you just put a one actual base there. Okay, this one is not a complete question. Yes, Injay, you're right. So like what students mentioned, teacher, this one you have to kick down, right? Yes. It's just that I'm showing you part of the workings. This one is like part of the workings. It's not a question. This one is not a question, not a question. It's just like this thing probably they happen to be part of it. Part of it, something like that. Okay, part of it. That's something like that. Remember just now we have a question like this, like this. Are there? It's like part of the question. Part of the question. Okay. So for this case, you see, 3 square, you get 9, m negative 6, n power 1, times with this one, bracket 102, 36, you make it 6 square, you get 6, 2, 102, you get 6, then m 102, n power 1, over 27, leave it, m 3 over 2, n negative 7. Okay, so students, this working over here, are you okay? This one we do it before, it's just that I'm showing new students. Yeah, so this is what I'm trying to say. Then I covered the square root. And then back to Caitlin, do you notice the 36? I make it 6 square, right? And then the 2 and 102, do you notice it becomes like one actual number there without like any power there? Because eventually you have to expand it so that you can further simplify with all these things. Or maybe times something like that. That's why you won't get something like, I mean final answer, you won't get something like 1 or 2. You have to expand it. Okay, cool. Can so I repeat, because students, I mean every year students mention the same thing to me. That's why nowadays when I do seminar, I always say the same thing. Okay, so seminar I can't do everything. Okay, you have to sit down and do your questions. That's what I'm going to say, mention always. I'm here to tell you common mistakes, give you the confidence. Okay, sitting down and do the question is always the main thing. Okay. Okay, students, let's go into why not we don't do compare, okay? Because compare we do something kind of like similar already. We do something relating to indices, relating to simultaneous equation. Everyone, I have a separate question over here, question number 2. I did it on purpose. Okay, I want student to like try out this question without me explaining everything. Okay. But before that, right, can I ask any Lhasa boys? SMK Lhasa. Any Lhasa boys in? Yes, no? It's okay. Yeah, because during Friday class, right, there's 2 Lhasa boys scoring quite okay. And one of the students score like 85, another student score like 70 over. But then this student is kind of sad because this student expect to be 80 plus. But then he got 70 over because a lot of common mistakes. So when I check out their paper, right, surprisingly, I thought the question supposed to be super easy because they mentioned to me like, teacher, my school teacher, when they teach me those questions, it is very easier, I can do it. But then the question in your book, right, I can't really do it. So surprisingly, when I look at the question, it's actually quite hard. Quite hard. It's a bit unexpected. The good side is where these students managed to do it. I wanted to show students the question as well, but I forgot to step it up. Okay. Yeah, Joanne. We do it before. In normal class, we actually do a lot. Yeah. So Joanne, just go ahead to do other questions. Okay, do other questions. So I'm here to recap. Okay, recap questions where high chance you will get it. So remember, don't wait for me, students. For those that you already do it, because a lot of students already complete like most of the question in the seminar book. Like what I mentioned in the classes now, which is very good. Okay, because our seminar is on the last day. Okay, nice. Especially the last 4 videos. Yeah, especially the last 5 video in indices. So students, please make sure you spend some time watching it. Yeah. So I get you another like 2 minutes to try out the question. If let's say if let's say you manage to get a P and Q answer, just type P equals to what, Q equals to what. Okay, thank you very much. So far, Joanne get answer ready. Okay, anyone else? Why students say like brain overload? Okay, come. Anyone else? So far, one only. Yeah, anyone need slightly more time to try out the question without me explaining it? Hey, hey, Mr. A. Not bad, wow. Okay, not bad. How about P? Not bad, not bad. Looks like your math's quite good, huh? And then so far we didn't get the P answer, but then I'm not sure whether that's the answer or not. Lah. Yeah, because I haven't do it yet. Okay, come, everyone. Let me start a bit. Okay, so we can do some comparison. Okay. Now, so everybody, to my to my to my understanding, right? Okay, when I tried out this question, I would say lah, from the given question, you notice there is P and Q, right? My first thought would be what you know. Okay, probably this one relating to Pythagoras theorem, but relating to simultaneous equation. Okay, so the reason why I said that, okay, the reason why I said that is that I see P and Q, I see both questions there. So my first thought would be simultaneous equation now when I see two unknowns. Okay, then looks like when I look at the question, I get stuck a bit. And what I do next is where I try, okay, I try to, like what I do, the 3 steps that I mentioned, big base, you're gonna make it smaller, but you notice there is only one thing can do that, right? Which is 7 to 9. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, students, P power 4 times with, yeah, nobody do it one, right? So I just make it like Q 1 over 2 bracket Q equals to 729, you can actually make it smaller, right? So 729 is a huge number, but just make it what? Divide by 3, right? So you can use a calculator. So 729 divided by 3. Why I don't use 2? Because it's not even number. I repeat, why 2? Why 3? Prime numbers, everyone. That's the reason why I do 2 and 3. So 2 sure cannot radian. You have to divide by 3. 2, 4, 3. This one simple, right? Just now we did it. It's actually 3 power 5. You add another extra 3, you get 3 power 6. Okay, cool. I get 3 power 6 now. Okay, once I get 3 power 6 there, okay, students, let me show you something. Hey, teacher, can you see P times Q 1/2 equals to 3? Then you know what? Students stuck here. Yeah, students stuck here is like, teacher, I don't know what to do really. So I would say when you see this kind of question, so far anyone? Yeah, so anyone, you manage to do up to this, then you're stuck here. You're type 1. Like so far your working is the same as me. Okay, cool. So looks like you know like the basic to your indices, you know what to do. Okay, good. Now, so next, I will ask students in the class. Any students, you manage to further it. Okay, tell me what you do. What you do after this. Roughly, just tell me what you do. Oh, not bad, Mr. A. So far, I get 2 different answers. Okay, I noticed students getting me 3, P equals to 1 to 3. Some says P equals to 3. Yeah, some says P equals to 27. But so far, everybody's Q is 1/81. Okay. Okay, come. Anyone else? Like, what you get? I mean, students where you have your next step, what you do. So try to express it yourself. Okay. Eh. Let me see. Supposed to be divide, right? Because that's the times. Okay. Now, students, let me tell you something because there is 2 unknowns there, right? Yeah. Oh, okay. Then I understand what you mean. Okay, students, let me tell you something. Like as usual, this one Q 3/2 then equals to 3/6. Okay, let me show you something up. Now, so there are so many things that you can try it up. I would say one of the way is where students, do you notice this one you can further it into P equals to 3/Q over Q 1/2? Right? That? I mean, that's one of the way. That's one of the way. Then you see what I do next. Now, I will take this, which is the so-called P answer, and I try to do substitution to this. You know what? It somehow looks like your linear equation, but it's a bit not so proper. Okay, the linear equation that you have been doing in Form 1, yeah, students normally memorize it. They say, teacher, it doesn't look like linear equation. Yeah, but it's somehow something relating to substitution. You notice I convert into a P answer, but it's not complete, right? You put that P answer here. Put the P answer here. So you know what happened? You will get this. You will get 3/Q 1/2 bracket 4. Bracket 4. Then what you're going to do next? And times with Q 3/2 equals to 3/6. So do you notice this? I convert into P answer by switching this over to divide it, and then I replace it into it. So far, okay, right? Anyone need further explanation? I wait for you. Why P gone? Because I replace the P with this answer. Maybe I highlight. I see. Can you see the P answer is Can you see the P answer is this? I replace it with P. You see that? Replace, right? And then you notice now you have P and Q only. Then you can do the comparing thing that I mentioned. Okay. So for students where just now you're stuck in level 1, this part, right? Are you okay with the second steps that I mentioned? I mean, of course, this one not considered as second step. Second step as in I convert P times Q power 1 over 2 equals to 3 into just P only. Yeah, then I do replacement. Yeah, because just now like 4 students say, teacher, I get stuck after level number 1. So the second level, are you okay? Cool, right? Yeah, Qingyu, somehow like this, but then it's impossible that you can do that because this thing involve like 3 different bases. You have P, you have Q, and then 3. Ah, I know what you're trying to say. You're trying to make it PP, right? Not compare. But this one you have 2. Okay? So students, I'll continue. This one 3 power 1 ma. So of course your next step will be 3 power 4. I just leave it at 3 power 4. I try not to expand it first because seems like I can do it the 3 power 6 there, right? But student can just expand it if you want. Then this will be Q. 1 over 2 times 4, you get Q squared. Right? Then student, this one Q 3 over 2. In the middle, guys, what you gonna do? You can move it to the top. But of course, it depends on you. I will leave it there first. Then this one 3, 6. Student, look at this. For me, I slowly explain the process on how to switch here and there. 3 power 4 times Q 3 over 2 extra over Q square equals to 3, 6. This thing super extra. If let's say I will make the process faster, right? I will do this 3, 4 times Q 3 over 2 minus 2 equals to 3, 6. Students, can you see times? Times there, right? I bring there, divide. I bring there, divide. See, Q 3 over 2 minus 2. 3 over 2 minus 2, 3 over 2 minus 2. Suppose this one you will get negative 1 over 2 equals to, students, look at this. 3, 6 divide by 3, 4, right? You know this will be 3, 6 minus 4. So I make it 3 squared. Now, getting there already. Getting there already, everyone. Look at this. Getting there already, So do you notice this thing? What can you do? I tell you, you can do this. 1 over Q, 1 over 2 equals to 3 squared. Okay, right? Then, this one over here, right? It depends on how you want to play with it. Yes, correct. So for me, what I do is that, let me show you something like this. I'm not sure whether everybody still recall this or not. Everyone, I remember in Form 2, I show you something like this. Students say I act cute, what the heck? So the thing is like when you get single fraction equals to single fraction in your Form 2 algebraic formula, do you know what you can do? You can switch up and down. Cross is one of it. Student will say, teacher, can I do cross multiply? Yes, you can do that. But then you can actually switch up and down. So the moment you switch up and down, right, you get Q 1 over 2 over 1 equals to 1 over 3 squared. Then after you do this, Q1 over 2, it's actually Q1 over 2 over 1 is the same. So I take away the over 1 already, equals to 1 over 9. Equals to 1 over 9. Then this thing is actually square root Q. Right? So you bring the square root over, you get square. You bring the square root over, you get square. So that's why 1 over 9 squared, you get Q equals to 1 over 81. Because square, you get the times up and down, right? Okay, I'll give you some time to interpret this. Yeah, I'll give you some time to interpret this. Yeah, you can ask me questions. when you are writing out the workings. So students, for those that, okay, you managed to know Q equals to 1 over 8, 1 over 18, now what you can do is that you can replace it over here. Oops. You can replace it over here so that you will be you'll be able to get your P answer. Yeah. So if let's say you are okay with the process, because it's actually quite long, you know. Yeah. So if you're okay with the process, you type okay. Yeah. For those that I'm pretty sure a lot of students over here, you're still interpreting, you're still trying to understand like the whole process, how it works. I'll give you some time to understand this. Yeah, teacher, can I ask why you can't do PP? Jingyu, because it involves three. If let's say if let's say we manage to sort of eliminate the 3 into 3 power 0 something like that, then possible. But then for this question, your 3 still remain there. So that's why that's the reason where I say too bad. I thought you can see roughly for 40. Heritage, of course. That's the reason why I do it. Because like what I mentioned, Lhasa Boys School, they have something similar, but then easier one, the easy version. Huilun, possible. If you don't want to switch around, can, no problem. No problem. You know what? I mean, there is so many different ways to try it out, you know. But then I would say if I tell you more, right, I scared student will get further confused. Yeah, so students, if you try to interpret this, then you leave it there. But I will mention to one of the students here, because students say, teacher, how if I do it different? Now, I show you something. Like for Qingyu, I see, and then for another student called who's this? Huilun. Okay, let me show you something like this. Can you see this? Imagine if let's say I don't want to do this like switch around, right? If let's say I want to make the process faster, actually a lot more ways that you can try out. It depends on how you play around with your workings. That's why I said, basic questions once you understand, when they come up with something slightly extreme, this one, and then you have to be creative. That's why I keep telling students to be creative in maths. If you know one way to solve it, right, try not to get satisfied. See how your friends do it and play around. Yeah, okay. So like for this case, 1, and this one divide, I move that, I get times, right? 3 square is actually 9, you know. So this one is like 9, then Q power 1 over 2. Yeah. Then what student do is that student bring the 9 over, right? Then they get 1 over 9 equals to Q 1 over 2, which is square root Q. Then they bring the square root over. So it depends. It's just that I play around. So you bring the square over also can. Yes. That's why I say every student's brain different. Every student's brain different. You just play around with the workings that suits you, you're more comfortable with. Yeah. Okay, students. Now I'm going to go into my P answer. So the next one, after I get this answer, so I will take this and sub into this. Of course, this one easier. So final answer, P equals to Q, which is 1 over 81, 1 over 2. Sorry, times 1 over 81 power 1 over 2 equals to 3. Students, do you know what? Can you see 1 over 2 there? If let's say you know 1 over 2, you know it's actually square root, right? Come on. So you process in your brain. Square root 1 over 81, 1 over 9, right? So P times 1 over 9 equals to 3. Then you times to the top, you get P over 9 equals to 3. So P equals to 27. A lot of students' final answer is 3. So far, one student get all complete correct. Joanne. Okay, mantap, Joanne. So the rest of it, you get Q correct, but P, a lot of students get 3. P, a lot of students get 3. I wouldn't say you are weak, you are bad, you are like, you suck in maths. No. Okay, this one is like, we are trying out. Okay, so don't say that you don't know how to do means you are weak or what. We just try it out. Okay, of course, the more questions you try out, the better lah. Okay, students, let's challenge something similar again. Okay, something similar again. Now, students, all these things I recorded nicely for you. It's just that utilize the materials that I sent you. Okay, utilize that. Okay, students. We have another 8 minutes. Okay, let me tell you something. Let me send you this form 3 complete answers. Yeah, form 3 complete answers. I sent it to you already. It's in Google. Yeah, it's in your Google Drive answer as well. Remember how you get your answers? It's in Google Drive, right? So I have extra past year questions inside for you to try it out before you go for exam. Make sure 2 things. Okay, 2 things. Past year questions, you must try it out. Seminar booklet, if let's say possible to do, you complete it now, okay, before you go for exam. But be careful because there is a lot of form 1, form 2 questions inside. For those students where your exam is only form 3, please focus on the 4 chapters. Okay, what's the 4 chapters? Indices, standard form, consumer mathematics, scale drawings. Okay, because the materials that I passed to you is form 1 to form 3. Yes, because so far, according to students where I teach, right? So far there is 3 schools where I know they have form 1, form 2, form 3 in their exam. That's the reason why I put form 1 to form 3. So if let's say you don't know how to decide, like teacher, this chapter relevant to me or not, if let's say I'm like form 3 only in my test, ask me Instagram or maybe WhatsApp. If let's say you're in my normal class, you know my WhatsApp, right? You don't know my WhatsApp, students where you're not in my class, you can send me message in Instagram. Language mathematics is the same. Yeah, so the playlist that I sent to you is my YouTube channel. You can use that as a reference. Consumer mathematics, your indices. I sent everything to you. Yeah. Okay, students, come. We have another like roughly 6 minutes. Let's try another question where I think it will benefit you lah. Okay, let's try another question where it's like linear equations. Yeah, questions like linear equation. Okay, I'm gonna take it away. Linear equation. Okay, here this is linear equation. Yeah. Let me find it. Yeah. Okay, found it. Okay, everyone. So I bring down the level. Okay, it's actually in normal class booklet. You don't have to take it out. Okay, now I bring down the level into textbook level. Try. Textbook level. Let's see. Textbook level. So remember all the playlists that I sent to you. Okay, spend some time doing it. Okay. This one easier. You compare to the question just now, right? This one. So step 1, big base to small base. That's the first thing. Bracket, you're gonna times it. Same base, you do plus minus. Yeah, past year questions, answers, everything sent to you. Yeah, Joanne, I sent to you consumer mathematics. And then just now in the playlist, I sent 3 playlists, right? The first one is like complete indices. Then the second and the third one is consumer mathematics. I thought it's like in chat already. Okay, but I sent again. No worries. I sent again. Okay. So while student is trying out the question, right? Yeah. I will extend a bit, probably another 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, so So students, you all try out the question first. Okay, wait, I have to go back to the chat. Okay, here. So B is one. Okay, cool. For Joanne, let me send you the first playlist where it's indices. And if let's say like for you, your level is very high lah. So you can look at the last 4 videos. That will be good enough. So if let's say students where you're quite weak in your indices questions, right? You can look at the last five video. Yeah, so that will be like question on the end. Okay. And of course, the next two will be consumer mathematics. So consumer mathematics number 1, we are okay, this is consumer mathematics. Now, so consumer mathematics, this is part 1. Remember, don't look at SMERT. SMERT is form 4. The rest all okay. The consumer mathematics that I sent to you is like a complete seminar for the form 5s. Okay, because form 5 exam, 40% form 1, form 2, form 3. Okay, students were in my class, remember, I do it with form 5. That's why I put SPM there. In case you say, teacher, why you say SPM things to me? It's form 5. But then they have form 1 up to form 3 chapters. So you can use that as a reference because quite detailed. Yeah, don't look at SMART. Remember, don't look at SMART. SMART. Okay, cool. So that will be the 3 things. Okay, so you can share around with your friends, okay, because this one is public. I put it in my YouTube channel. Okay. So it looks like Wing Hing got answer already, Joanne get answer already. Johan answer is in fraction, Wing Hing answer everything whole number. Well, let's try. So I'll slowly start a bit, and what I do is that I will treat this as equation number 1 and equation number 2. Now, I will use my indices knowledge to make all those big base smaller. I'm not sure, but we try it out. Maybe you correct. Maybe Joey correct, don't know. Right? So I'll write a bit first. This one no need to change anything because it's already same base. Right? But this one you have to make it 3 power 5 lah. So therefore, 2x plus y equals to 3. So that's my equation 1. Sorry, I don't want to put the 1 and 2 on top. I think I put it here. But... And then the second one will be 2 4x divided by 2 2y. Yeah, same base already, no need lah. Then 14 2 power 4 negative 1. Students. So this one you will get negative 4 lah. So therefore 4x minus 2y equals to negative 4. Second equation. Then you know what to do really. Qingyu got answer as well. Okay, but your answer is a bit extreme, but never mind. Maybe you correct. So far, 3 students sent me answer already. So I'm not sure whether Joanne correct, Wing Hing correct, or maybe Qingyu correct. So let's compare it now. So you notice I get my equation number 1 here and my equation number 2 side by side to compare it now. Okay, students in the chat. If you prefer elimination, you type 1. If you prefer substitution, you type 2. I'm not sure about you lah. Let me tell you something. I personally prefer elimination because it's faster. But then I will show you substitution, okay, with how to say okay, I phrase it this way. I will show you substitution, but then a different style. I try to play around with with my substitution method and just to make sure the process gets faster. If let's say you insist in doing the form 1 substitution that your teacher teach you, right, it can be quite long as in the case. But if let's say you know how to play with your indices, you know the real idea of substitution method in your linear equation, right? I tell you, substitution is always the best. Yeah, elimination is faster if you know the surface method. Okay, students, I'll show you substitution. You see what I'm going to do. Students, suppose when you do substitution, you always make it y equals something, right? You always make it y equals something. But what I'm going to do now is to do this. It depends on you. Students, can you see 2x there? Right? Can you see 4x there? Yeah. So you know what I do? I take my first equation times 2. Do you notice now this thing becomes 4x plus 2y equals to 6? That's my new equation. I would say equation number 3 lah. You know what I do? You see my new way of substitution instead of making into x, right, I make it this way. From equation number 3, 4x is actually 6 minus 2y. I don't want to make it x, you know. Can you see 4x? Can you see 4x? So therefore, 6 minus 2y equals to -4. I instantly convert the 4x instead of making x or maybe y, because I know I can make it 4x. I make it 4x. This is what I mean by you innovate your method a bit. Right. So minus 2y minus 2, you get minus 4y, right? And then this one minus 4, this one plus 6, you bring that normal linear equation up. Minus 4 minus 6. Minus 4y equals to minus 10. Cut. Y equals to 10 over 4, 5 over 2. Let me see. Anyone get 5 over 2? Oh, Lamar, Joanne. Looks like 3 students, 4 students get answer. Mr. A also get fractions. Okay, so far Joanne get 5. Correct. Let's do x and see whether Joanne get everything correct. Okay, so this one, okay lah, 5 over 2 already. Okay, next, sub y equals 5 over 2. You can sub into number 1 lah. Since number 1 is y only, you sub into 2 and 3, waste your time. So you go back to number 1. So sub this one into equation number 1. So 2x plus 5 over 2 equals to 3. 2x equals to, take the calculator minus it, right? So 3 minus 5 over 2. So this one is 1 over 2. So x equals to times, bring that divide. So 1 over 2 divided by 2, put the mark 1 over 4. Let's see if we get correct. Mr. A get x correct. And Joanne get x correct as well. So congrats to Joanne again and Mr. A for the half of the answers. So everyone, remember, I cannot do everything with you. I'm not together with you every day, every second, right? Sit down, try out the questions. That's the meeting. So check out whether you have the answer with you or not. Just now I sent the answer to you as well. You download the answer already? Yeah, and the playlist, everything. And make sure what you do is that if you have any question, ask me in WhatsApp. If I didn't reply you, spam me a few more times. Yes. So that will be for today lah. Okay. For normal class students, if let's say you have any question, bring your notes, bring your seminar notes to class. I can answer you then. Okay. So thank you for your time, everybody. Okay. Wish you super good luck when you tembak. Okay, I will see you anytime. But I will be here for any questions that students want to ask. So if let's say you are watching, you can go first. Okay, bye. Thank you very much. Bye. Of course, the retention is something similar to your textbook. This one I bring down the level already. Okay. Thank you, students, for the time. Can bring here? I'll wait for you. You said it down.